What's going on, Blerds, nerds, and everybody in between? It's your boy Wyatt, Sensei of the Syndicate. Actually, I've upgraded. I'm going Sage of the Syndicate. So we are here today on having a great day, having some movie giveaways. So today we are doing a giveaway for Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Dominion, where we're giving away 3 tickets for whoever. All you had to do was go ahead and oh, you had to comment on the post and you just had to follow the Blerd Syndicate. You did that, and then you were all registered for that. Now you also had an extra opportunity to put in an entry by just sharing that post as well. So we had a bigger turnout than what we've had before. So I wanted to say thank you for that. Yo, Joe, what's going on? So we had that, and I was really happy about that. So I appreciate everybody that showed love, that showed support. This is my way of trying to give back to the people that watch us and they support us and things like that, because it's super important to me that we do these things to really help out and things like that. Plus, I want to be able to help people. Um, I want, yep. So, Tots. I'm not watching AEW, but I will be really, really soon. So it's don't tell me nothing. But I heard I may have I try to stay off of Instagram to be able to avoid not seeing some of the spoilers. So I got on Instagram for 2 seconds and I saw something I didn't want to see, just because I don't like to give myself spoilers. But it's all right. I'll make it through. So um so with the post and with the giveaway, all we had to do was talk about what your favorite dinosaur was, and then just follow the Blerd Syndicate. We got a lot of good things that are coming up here, but one of the things that we have that ooh, Alan. Oh, Alan. Okay, so the MJF promo, I thought it was really really well done. Um, I do I do think it's a work, um, just because they wouldn't if you're in trouble with somebody, you wouldn't let them be have a segment on the show to be able to talk about it. Now, somebody who's like my tag team partner, he may have some stuff to say about it too. 1/3 of the things people don't say podcast is Marcus. It's the Husky Hokage right here.
Yes, I saw the questions, man. I'm watching AEW right now as well. But yeah, about MJF last week, I agree with what you're saying, Wyatt. Like, as far as you don't give him a spot when you know he about to go, like you knew he was about to go out there and do that. Like, you ain't just gonna give him a spot or go on, like, and the fact of they waited to the end to cut his mic off. That kind of
Mm-hmm.
also let me know, like, this may be just a promo. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
you was gonna cut his mic off, you should have been cut his mic off. That should have been before he got out there good. You should have been cut that off.
Yep. Is that a real dinosaur, Dennis? Like not now. I know the Spinosaurus. Is that the one from Jurassic Park 3? Because I know there was like the Spinosaurus something that messed up.
Yeah,
He messed up that T Rex.
yeah.
Like he didn't have to snap his neck like that. And then if he ate so much, why was he so mad at him still? Like that Spinosaurus had no reason to be chasing him all through that island.
It was.
Yes. Yes,
It
I
was.
agree. I agree. I think he has a lot of potential going forward. I think he's one of the characters that you love to hate.
Yes.
But because like, well, this is not a PG show, but everybody has that asshole friend that you be like, that's just him. You know what I mean? And that's what MJF is. Like he made the one thing that I really appreciate about him is that he's consistent no matter what. So he's going to be
Exactly.
him no matter what the situation. So he's not going to fight you for no reason. He's going to talk about you, and he's still going to say that he's the best since you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of a younger Ric Flair who has like really good mic skills um
I can see
like
that.
because he dresses up, he does what he says. Like you used to either used to love nobody used to love Ric Flair up until like once he got to a certain point, then he was just like just too crazy. But then after once he got started to get older, everybody was like, "Oh, it's Ric Flair. That's great." So
Yeah, yeah. When I first started watching AEW, I thought he reminded me of
I am the
like a
Wollosaurus. Uh, because man, so I have this name because I'm big wool because I'm a heavy sweater because I it's no matter what the case may be, we may be in an air conditioned room. I am going to burn up.
yeah.
Yeah, Toss, we're talking wrestling, man. So it's a lot, but let me do this. So before we get too crazy, before we get too off the hand, um, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the three names and see, and uh, that way we can be able to see what's going on from here. So just 1 second here. I'm gonna share a window, the wall of names, wheel of names. Let's go. All right. So everybody who shared, everyone who followed, big ups to the Lawson family. They showed out. They went ahead. Mama Lawson and the Husky Hokage showed out today. So definitely have that. KB, she's new to the BS, but she's showing out and doing big things. Terry Smith, Allen's in this, Tanisha, Brandon. So like it's a big thing. And then my homegirl from high school, Mo Kennedy, she does big things. I love her to death, and I love her support. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. I'm gonna shuffle the names first, so that everybody knew that their names were there, and then I'm gonna do as if they said on the Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna spin that wheel. You remember that song? Spin that wheel, do do do, spin that wheel.
Yes, it's been a long time. Oh, and
Well, Mo won something. That is
congratulations,
that
Mo.
is that is good, man. She cool as a fan. So I'm going to have to get up with Mo so that she can be able to get her tickets from the Blerd Syndicate. I'm so excited. I was making noises all over here. So the second ticket. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh,
Uh oh.
shout out to the dub. Let's go, Brandon.
Brandon got some tickets coming through. So congratulations, Brandon. Let's see who else we got. Last ticket.
Spin that wheel.
Doom doom doom. KB, she won some tickets too.
Oh,
So congratulations. You know what I'm gonna do?
congratulations, KB.
You know what I'm gonna do? Just because I feel like it. And I never really stick with a budget that well. So I'm gonna mix these names up three times. Three times, you hear me?
Three.
Because I'm a Sigma, and that's as many founders we have. So I'm gonna do that one more time. One more time. Let's go. All right. My eyes are
Spinning the
closed.
wheel.
My
Oh.
eyes are closed. Uh oh. Terry Smith. So I'm
Congratulations.
Terry Smith, congratulations. We got four different winners. So I appreciate everybody that showed up, showed out, and we can be able. I will get in contact with you, either myself or someone from the Blerd Syndicate, so that we can be able to make sure that you get that email to get your tickets, so that you can be able to see this movie by Friday. So we really appreciate everybody that came by, that showed up and showed out. So get out of here, Tots. I just call him Tots all the time. And so then after that I'd be like, oh. So so yeah, I'm gonna definitely get up with you. So yeah. See, I just go by nicknames now, man. It is horrible when you got friends and you be like, that's your real name? Like that's yeah, yeah. So Tots, once you Jack Zachary, Tots, Terry, there's so many names now. So yeah, that's great. I still got to get up with you too because I got to give you some stuff for this quiz show tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to do something. Ah, okay, makes sense now. So, if you don't know, also, Haven Comics has a quiz show that comes out every Thursday at 7 o'clock. So you, as the audience, go against the guest that goes on the show, and if the guest doesn't get the or the answer to the quiz questions right, then you get an opportunity to play for the prizes that they left behind. So it's a wonderful quiz show. We got a lot of fans, a lot of love over there for Haven and in the comic shop. So if you get an opportunity to, um, just let us know. Go out there, have a good time, show up. So and yep, we can vouch for the Terry profile. So you were the one that got banned. See, I came in on the tail end of the joke where somebody got banned, and I was like, "Oh, okay, ha ha." Little did I know that now it's an aha moment. So it is awesome from that point. But uh, I'm glad we got those tickets out of here.
Yes.
But I do want to know, Marcus, who's your favorite? What's your favorite dinosaur, man?
Favorite, well, it's probably gonna be a raptor. It's just it's between that and a when I was younger, it used to be a Triceratops, but it'd probably be a raptor or a T Rex right now. As I got a little older, but yeah, more than likely a raptor. I lean raptor. I like the fact they can
Yes, it did. It was aha,
aha.
aha. So so yeah, so Triceratops was really really cool. Uh,
Yes.
so did you got who? And this is for the crowd also. What was your favorite Jurassic Park movie?
Uh, hmm. It's for me. It's hard to get over that original one. That
Hmm.
very first one. Like I remember being I forgot how old I was, but I was had been in elementary school and been a big fan of dinosaurs. The fact that they were making a movie had dinosaurs in it.
They only got one Facebook account. I got you, man.
But it'd probably be the first one for me. What about you?
Um, I'm stuck always between the first one and the first Jurassic World because the reimagining of that. First of all, I got upset with the first Jurassic World because like I felt like if y'all saw that this didn't work 20 years ago, why in the world would y'all still keep making dinosaurs, bro? Like to me, like we, Samuel L. Jackson died for no reason. Then you know what I'm saying? So then after that, and then whatever happened to just letting stuff go? And then not only did they make dinosaurs that like after the first one, I was like okay, at least they're all stuck on that one island, so they can't bother nobody. Then they started making like in the third Jurassic one where they could start flying and stuff. I was like, well, y'all just messed us up already. And then in Jurassic World where they made the big alligator, I
I
bruh,
forgot the name of it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, it could. So Todd said it's the first one for him. The song, you know, life
Life
does.
finds a way.
So I couldn't get past that part. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jurassic World because like I felt like they knew the risk and they was just like forget it still.
And see, I agree. I get, but you know what? If I figured it was like more technology, we can do stuff to better control them. Hey, and there's some money. Hey, we can make a lot of money doing this. Let's do this. You know, when people
Hmm.
when money's involved, everything else is just about out the window. Like we can make a lot of money doing this, but it's dinosaurs. But we can make a lot of money, so
Hmm.
let's go. So, but yeah, like I say, like I enjoyed the first Jurassic World as well. One of the funniest parts in that movie to me is when the owner, whatever his name is,
Hmm.
decides that he's gonna fly the helicopter and do the stuff, and it's like
Bruh, wouldn't have been me. I'd have been
couldn't have
like,
been me.
I'd have been like the first plane out. Let me go ahead, cash me out. Yeah, cash grabs find a way. Yeah, and
Yes,
so
totally agree.
and Alan said the first one, or see, he's right where I'm at too.
Yeah,
Uh now I'm not trying to go to that one. I'm not. Like there's entirely too many great things that are on this earth that are man-made that will not try to eat me in case I wouldn't I'd find some other activity to do. Let me go.
it's
I know it's bad. Let me go to SeaWorld and see, messed up Shamu. Because Shamu, he's he's a venomized dolphin. I keep telling y'all this.
man.
They are horrible.
And see, it's something called a virtual tour.
Hmm.
That's exactly what I would be doing.
Man,
Virtual.
listen, I got an
I ain't got to
Oculus
go
at
to
the
the
crib too. Let me
exactly.
do that. So Tot said that you can just make up names of dinosaurs. Stabosaurus, Scarodon, tear you a Neodon. See, so there's a lot of them, and I don't want any parts of any of them. Like
Exactly.
like when they started, like I knew that I knew that they were doing too much, but they were like, well, we made this dinosaur out of different parts of other ones. I was like, no, sir, no, sir. I'm good. Y'all can't give me regular dinosaurs. I
See,
want the 87 dinosaurs. I don't want the
see,
93.
give me
No,
all the dinosaurs that run slow and no. That's what I want. Give me,
exactly.
yeah, because
Herbivores all day for me.
there you go. That's it. I don't need none of the because I can't outrun no dinosaur. And I ain't about to try.
And Alan, you are absolutely right. They should definitely have at least made the names easy to spell
It's just spell.
and say too, because like, some of these you'd be like, listen, nah, I'm good. Um, I don't know if you read this recently. They found another dinosaur that was made that could fly, that had like I think it was a 30-foot wingspan.
Mm-mm.
They just called it the Dragon of Death.
Nope. That wasn't a dino. That was a dragon. That's exactly what it was. It
No,
was
no,
a
no.
dragon.
He was around the dinosaurs age. But yeah. So absolutely. Todd said that like the deep blue sea, what were these people thinking? Some of these things they just need to leave alone. When they gave that shark some brain fluid and made him smart,
Hey,
I don't want any of that. I don't want
yeah,
none of it.
people don't understand. Things are way
Yeah. Dino Riders.
more like
Alice
dino,
said that.
more like Dino Crisis.
Man, listen, I want no parts of that. T Rex. That's it. Uh, but it's a lot. So um I want to see. So with this new movie coming out, first of all, are you going to go see it?
Definitely. Once I get a chance, I want to actually take my older two to go see it
Hmm.
because we watched the previous Jurassic World. I don't think they've seen the original three. I won't try to get them to see them, but I do want to take them to see it because I like I said I'm a big fan and they love it as well. They love dinosaurs, so yeah,
That's awesome.
definitely, yeah, yeah.
So I'm definitely going to take my son to go see him because he loves them as far as that's concerned. Like
Hmm.
I think he likes the gore more than anything, which kind of scares me a little bit. But you know what I mean. I like it's something that's not, not too bad. You know what I
Yeah,
mean. But
yeah,
plus, I want to see how everybody acts with the dinosaurs now being on the mainland, and it's not
yeah.
just one. And in the second one, they were just there for like 30 minutes and wreck shop, and then got put back on a boat, and we never knew where that boat went. They just sit the boat out. You know what I mean? They was just like, it's not here. Like, wouldn't you be mad if it was like Cuba and you was like, oh great, there's a boat, and then after
Exactly.
that, and
You
then
get on
after that
the
they got, yeah,
think you get rescued, then
yeah,
they ain't the boat you want to get on.
and not the boat you want. Um so yeah, what do you think is the worst Jurassic Park movie?
Ah, um, if okay, so let me say this: I like all of them. Like they all.
Mhm.
I enjoy all six of them. Well, not all five so far, but I haven't seen new. So if I'm picking my least Mm,
Hmm.
it's between. It's hard to pick. It's between Jurassic Park 2 and 3. That's out of my at least my least liked ones. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy both of those movies. Like I said, I enjoyed the second one,
Hmm.
um, and then I enjoyed the third one. Like the third one had like the Spinosaurus or whatever that took out the T Rex and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Some of the stuff in the third one I can't really like they were doing, but I enjoyed the third one. Is that me?
Oh no, that's me. I have a
Ah,
train coming,
okay, okay.
and I'm on the right side of the tracks though. But
But yeah, I'll probably go. I'll probably go with 3. I go with 3. It was like I said, I enjoyed it still, but yeah, that's the one I'm gonna pull. Or I'm gonna go with in this situation. So I'm picking. But
you got a good point. I was gonna say, hmm, I number two was probably the more forgettable one for me. As far as that's concerned, like to me, I didn't think it was plausible that they were like she she was doing gymnastics with raptors and stuff. Uh,
I can see
it-
that.
you know what I mean? Like the Raptors, I know they're not coordinated, but they still see stuff. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna just be like, oh, she's flipping. Like they're gonna be like, oh, it's a to go meal, and they would have taken her behind and drag her out. But
Had a to go meal.
yeah. So Alan said there really isn't a bad one with the franchise because it was smart enough to stay to give you exactly what you paid to see, which was right.
Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
And not only that, they were really really aggressive. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
you got different versions of them being aggressive. So you had the big T Rexes, and then you had like the silent killers, like the or like the Raptors. So the Raptors have always been really really good from that point. Did you know that the Raptors are only supposed to be the size of like a little bit bigger than turkeys?
Did not know that. I thought the Raptors were about this. Like I thought that's
Let me see. Let me
supposed
make
size.
sure because I was looking it up.
I know that's the little compies or the little compies are about that size. You know
Mhm.
the little small ones. Remember in the second one they had the little
Yeah,
bit small. They're called I forgot compass or something like that. They call them compies or something like that.
yeah. They messed up that whole little group. That one dude.
That one dude,
That one dude.
got
Yeah.
separated, and they called him flipping.
Yep. I stand mistaken. Adult velociraptors go to about 6.8 feet. So
See,
never mind. They was taking down everything.
see that's see
But why
that's
would
some,
you? Why would you want to grow something like that? If this is almost big as Shaq, and
bruh,
it's got claws
bruh. Exactly, that's my thing. Like
and teeth.
you can't see. You normally you think, well, maybe I can sell it. I can try to square up with it.
You
Nah,
can't. You
it's not.
can't do nothing with that.
Because even if you hit it in his face, that long little claw it got,
Hmm.
like the man said, one swipe, you
He's
gonna
taking out intestines. Hey, he wasn't playing games. And then after that, they had the eyes on the side. So then after that, you can't sneak up on it.
exactly.
So, man, it is. I don't know what to say. Like I would. I don't think there's one good dinosaur that I would like to be able to have around.
Now, maybe if we talking just one dinosaur, I would like to have, um, maybe a triceratops. I can do, you can,
I can mess with that.
what I'm saying. That's something that you ain't gotta. That's not that you don't have, ain't not worried about. But it's something that that you ain't you ain't got to worry about it eating you. I
Hmm.
put it like that. So a triceratops or either maybe uh, maybe what was a stegosaurus. Once again, you ain't got to worry about it eating you. I want you to get hit by his tail. But yeah.
But
But I'll probably say
Can you imagine
triceratops.
him just like having to clean up behind one of those things? Like you're just gonna have a big old field for it. You know what I mean? Like you remember on Jurassic
Turn
Park
into
one?
fertilizer or something.
Yeah, you remember in Jurassic Park one that one got sick. You can't even like you just had to bring the vet to them because they couldn't do nothing else.
It wouldn't affect like the. it was like this high.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just she was just digging around in it like it was
Mm-hmm.
nothing. Like that don't smell. That don't bother you.
She didn't even have no gloves, bro. Like you can't get that smell off of you. So Alan brought up a good question. What do you think dinosaurs taste like? Tough and gamey, or tender and juicy?
All depends on which ones you got. I think.
What
I
about a
think.
raptor?
Um, I think that would be tough. I think rap is mostly muscle, so I'm thinking it'll be. I think that, that's like a what is it? It's like almost remind me of like what is it? Deer that's mostly muscle. Like you,
Bro,
I think
I
it's
grew
deer.
I grew up in the north, so we had nothing but chicken and that if you ran into a deer, it was on accident.
You never had deer before?
I have one deer story, and that was I was in Madison, and a deer ran out in front of my car and took out my front end. I
Mm,
wasn't happy. Um, so then I thought I was like, oh man. So then like I was literally a block away from my house, and he just jumped up, and I was like, no, 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 no! Hit the brakes. It flipped, and that was it. And then I had to go ahead and total my car out because
wow. Yeah.
thanks, Bambi.
Deer is actually, or venison, whatever you want to call it, it's actually pretty good. But yeah, yeah.
Some people say it would taste like chicken, but the raptor would be like jerk chicken though. That is a very good question. Chicken versus so yeah, Tots, do the chicken taste like dinosaurs or do dinosaurs taste like chicken? We got that's the only thing they'd be good for in Jurassic World.
I'm not man enough to. I'm not man enough to find that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm good. I'll stick with the
Mm.
chicken.
I didn't play the Lost World video game.
Me either. I
I
did
didn't
have a
play the.
Game Gear, but I didn't. I didn't play the game.
Let's see, pterodactyl wings on the grill.
Hmm.
You'd have to have a big ass grill though. Like you just can't have just a small one. You'd have to get something where you just be like, all right,
Yeah,
and
you gonna need one of those big those one of those long grills.
mm-hmm.
You'll need one of them.
Where they had one of them big barrels and they just cut it in half and just put a grill in the middle of it. Question. So this is the only thing I had an issue with as well with Jurassic World 3. Why did that man steal raptor eggs? Like that was not where it was at.
It was. I don't think I can think of. Only thing that makes sense. It was just part of the story. They had to have him do something he wasn't supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because my personal that personal just like why would you want to why would you want one of those? I wouldn't even want one as a pet. I don't care if I raise it from I'm sorry. I don't want no type of wild animal as a pet. I don't care
That's like
if it's
having
a
a wolf
monkey.
as a pet.
Mm-mm.
You know how they were talking about, like, old buddy was talking about how he had a wolf that was a pet. No, no, no. So just because he didn't bite you the one time doesn't mean that he won't do it. Like after a
Exactly.
while, that instinct just be like, ah, he's like, oh, my bad, my bad, dad.
You catch him on a bad day.
Because he pooped in the house. Now all of a sudden he mad at you because you whooped him and put him in the cage.
Yep.
Not cool.
Ain't gonna be able to do it. I say I'm good. I'll take her, give me a dog, maybe a turtle, but that's about it. Maybe a hamster.
Cruise, can you cruise? Can you cruise the theme park eating a giant smoked raptor legs like the Renaissance Fair? Bro, it'd be more like the Flintstones. You know how they have it? It just
Yes. Give me a brontosaurus burger, please.
mm-hmm.
Add mayo and cheese.
He said, "Break it down, here, like marinade." Y'all are awesome. I love the fact that we're having this conversation. So they what I love also about and I'm switching subjects, like I love about Jurassic World Dominion, like they
Mhm.
give us ideas about the plot, but they don't tell everything away, which I
Yeah.
really, really appreciate because like I'm talking to you, Disney. You give us too much in the trailers, and so then we know what the story or what what a good piece of the story is, and so they do a good job of doing that. Um, I also have a question for everyone listening as well. Have you've seen the Black Adam trailer? How did you feel about it?
Okay, so for me, I was interested in the movie. I was
How would how would raptor eggs taste? You know what I mean? Because like I'm sorry,
no,
because you
you
know how
good.
you talk about you like ostrich eggs and they're really really big and all. It's got to be something like that though. Throw the applewood on the grill. All right,
Maybe
Alan, you're
salad, some
making me
baked
hungry, man.
beans,
With some baked beans, you got to throw the brown sugar. You got to do the nice pieces of bacon in there too.
the good baked beans,
Yeah, yeah,
the
that
good baked.
applewood, that good one, them thick cut bacon.
Yes, but as far as the Black Adam trailer, uh, I actually liked it. I was already interested in the movie
Uh-huh.
beforehand. Um, because of the simple fact of who they like the characters they were going to have in the movie. So with you got Black Adam, you got Adam or the Atom, you got Doctor Fate, and you got Hawkman. So
Hmm.
with those characters, and then who were playing those characters, I was interested before watching the trailer. I'm going to see it. I don't know if I'm going to the movies to see it, but I actually want to see it. It's just it's trying to go to a movie sometimes to be hard unless I'm taking the whole family or something that I can take the kids
Yeah,
to. So, but I
I'll tell you whether or not it's going to be good enough for you to take the kids to. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
sometimes I know with you having small ones, you got to watch what they see. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're going to have kids in your bed for the next 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
correct, correct. So that's the one thing. But I want to see it. I do want to see it. It looks good. I'm um I'm actually a little bit excited for it. I'm like I said once again all that's on reserve because it is DC and DC or DC it up in a minute. So
Yeah.
exactly. Yes, yes,
Uh, so, I'm excited too. Because so I feel like The Rock isn't being The Rock anymore. Like he's not doing it where um he's been Maui for too long. You know what I mean? He's been too friendly, ha ha ha, he. Like
yeah,
I wanted him to have some more grit to him when it comes to this role
yeah,
because like with Black Adam, he's only about his people. He's only about, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like he's what honestly Black Panther used to be about because Black Panther was like an asshole who was just about his country. He would use everybody, and the Avengers that sometimes was like wouldn't mess with him because of the fact that they didn't know whether his motives were to really help them or to help whatever he was planning as far as that was
for
concerned.
Wakanda. Yeah,
So that's the same kind of feel that I hope that we get with Black Adam, so that we can be able to have like a yeah, it doesn't. I just want it to be something that has some grit, something on the bone, and like it's not. I don't want too much comedy on it. To be honest with you, I don't want The
I
Rock to crack a smile. I want him to just be a man, just pissed off.
and see I think that's what we're gonna get. Now the only thing you see from the trailer is that where he did where the guy was hitting him with the baton.
Hmm.
He hit him, and then it kind of just bent. I guess he trying to
Hmm.
hit him, and he tossed him or whatever. I think you may get a little like a little bit, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna be anything where he's cracking a smile or he's laughing. Any kind of stuff like that. I want. I'm mad. I'm here to destroy. Like I want that, and if we get that, this is gonna be a good portrayal of Black Adam in a good movie. Like long as the story
Hmm.
goes with it. That's another thing.
Yeah, and then like Alan said, The Rock has a complex character to play, and I'm interested to see how he does with the characters as well, because there's been too many times where like he tries to make to me sometimes The Rock makes it seem like he has to play the family guy, and I understand that's on par with his brand because of everything that he's done prior to this. But like if you're going to make a role like this, like you got to go ahead and go through with it. So and then I'd love to see him, well, if they do really really well, because his wife represents him, his ex-wife, excuse me, represents him in his
Yeah.
management group, but she also represents Henry Cavill, who played Superman. I would want them to really have like a good fight scene, have something like that. And I think that would be something that would, for those people who don't like Superman in movies, that would give him something that he would have to really have to fight and work for. Because, not only is he dealing with a magic user, but he's also dealing with somebody who's not gonna take his BS. No pun intended.
And that's why I say that's one thing I'm hoping for that we get in this movie. A really good fight scene, like something because it's clearly if you know the comics, you know anything. Black Adam is not a hero, so we know that he is, and more than likely he's probably going to be in the movie. He might not be the antagonist, but he's not still going to be a protagonist. So he's going to be.
Mhm.
Um, he might be in. You say he's not a villain. He could be just the antagonist or whatever the case may be.
I
So
say it's all based off of the point of view that they play it in. You know what I mean? Because if he's still just doing stuff to make himself like, to protect his town, to protect his country, and and like he's like damn everybody else, like
yeah,
you can be able to say like, okay, well that's messed up, but like he's not doing anything. Like if he's not looking for trouble, and that's the one thing that I think Dr. Fate was trying to say before. He's like, well, heroes don't kill. He's like, well, I guess I'm not a hero then, like because like these folks gonna get got. So
yeah, yeah,
Todd's brought up the point that he said, what about the Walking Tall remake? Now he wasn't bad in that one, like, and he did have some chops as far as that's concerned, but it's almost been 20 years since he's done that one,
yeah.
and the thing is, like, he's not the same star that he was before him, and so yeah, that was something that wasn't bad, but I want to see his development as an actor in 20 years because he's been doing softballs. He's been playing roles where he's been having to play the character The Rock in this scenario. And I think a lot of times, and I think
Right.
that's what some of
Yeah.
those actors were talking about, where they're not really playing roles; they're just playing themselves in this situation.
I can see that because, like you said, well, as far as the Fast and Furious franchise, period, those movies, like he's just basically like you said, he's just playing the Rock in those movies or whatever. In the Hobbs and Shaw movie, like even though it was an enjoyable movie for me, I enjoyed
Mhm.
that. But you with those movies, you take them as they are, like they're not to be film masterpieces. They're supposed to be action, full of explosions and funny banter back and forth or whatever the case may
Mhm.
be. So you take them for what they are. But I'm like I said once again, I want to see if he can pull off this character because he's as far as like from what I've seen, The Rock has been advertising and
Yeah. So Alan said, "Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
I really like The Rock, but he's never really played a complex character. Damn near anyone could have played the Scorpion King, and I completely agree because he in the Scorpion King, well, in the Mummy too. I remember it was so funny because like I was like I remember The Rock was gone for like 6 months, and then after that I was like, okay, cool, cool. We're gonna go see the Mummy 2. We're gonna see what The Rock was working on, and he had like 3 words. It was like Masenko ha, and then after
basically
that, the rest was CGI. I was like, what is that BS? So,
yes,
and then at that, the Scorpion King, yeah, it was like, and I get it. He's working on his self and working on that, going from that transition from the ring to Hollywood. So I definitely give him props for that. I
yeah,
just want to be able to make sure that he has a really complex character that has more than I'm going to be like the big guy who's funny.
yeah, and see that, and that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping he gets like he pulled it off. I think he can. I do
Mhm.
honestly think he can, but it's just because he's been gunning for this movie himself for the past few years. Like he's been promoting it, he's been talking about it. Like hopefully he's done his research on Black Adam as well to be able to pull him off. So that's why I said I think he can do it. Like matter of fact, his just from his portrayal of what who he was in the WWE, I know he can do it. It's
Yeah.
just if he took the time to, like you said, if he took the time to study and do everything else, all those stuff he was doing, if he took the time to actually research and study the character, I think he can pull it. I know he can pull it off. It's just if he did the research and put in the time to do it, because
Yeah.
he can pull it off.
Yep. So I definitely agree. So I think that it's going to be. I think it's going to be a test, but like I think hopefully he can be able to play his other roles just as well. Um, so, um, other than that, any other things you got?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna probably check out the first episode tonight of Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel came out today, so I seen online that some people are mad already. Um, but other than that, I'm just looking forward to check it out. I haven't heard anything, uh, anything about it, like whether it's good or bad or whatever the case may be. I see that IGN gave it like an 8,
Mm-hmm.
which is not surprising, but just the fact it wasn't a 7. but
Yeah, everything for IGN is a 7. I'd be like, oh well, this is a 7. This is a seven
so
point seven. So that means that it must be kind of good.
yeah, so they gave it an 8. So I'm gonna check it out. Um, so yeah, so I'm looking at Alan's comment, but yeah, people.
Alan, yeah, Alan said he did recently say that he was fully committed to help rebuilding the DCEU. So that's a plus of my. Well, I mean, it can't go no worse than where it's at right now. That's what I'm saying. But uh, oh, did you hear about Ezra Miller?
Yes,
So Ezra can't just stay out of trouble.
I think what it is. I think the Flash movie was gonna be horrible. So hey, like Ezra, look, you just do this, and we'll pay for everything. You go right ahead. We're not. You just do this. Like that's on. That's
For
what it
those who don't know, Ezra got in trouble for
this
giving
time.
this time uh, for giving a underage girl alcohol, weed, and LSD,
Mm.
and was also physical with her. So now um, the parents of the minor have gone to court to petition a order of protection. Um, I, bro, he just need somebody. Where's his friends at? Like, you need to have a good set of friends that's just like, hey, listen, and this is not the first time that he's got in trouble with underage people. Um, so
It's and see that like I said because it was just a few months ago. It was something
in
he threw a
Hawaii,
he threw a chair at somebody in
yeah,
Hawaii or something like that. So yeah, it's time to
Todd said, see, the thing that had happened was he didn't think anybody would figure it out and find out. So
but it's to be honest with you, man. Just I would say pull in, just make Grant Gustin the Flash, but no.
I, I just need them. They keep messing
You
with my
just
stuff, man. Like, I
you
just
just
need them. Just go ahead and give Michael Keaton a younger person so that we can have my Batman Beyond movie, and I'll be fine. Like, you don't have to mess with the Flash. Don't, and then y'all could come and give it a
but
couple years to come and do the Flash again with
but that,
somebody else.
but it's the same thing. Everybody, a lot of people say though. They only all we get are Batman movies and Superman movies.
But I think everybody would be okay with this situation.
I'm just saying. Granted, you're speaking truth.
Hmm.
I would I would give them my money. So if they tell me they're making a Batman Beyond movie, live action movie, I'm gonna heck on my credit card, my debit card. Just take how much you need, and I'll be there. Do it because I'm gonna go see it. But it still goes to the fact of we're only making Batman or Superman centered movies.
They
And
had Aquaman and Wonder Woman. So
Aquaman, the first Aquaman was good. The first Wonder Woman was good. The second one,
we're not gonna talk
it,
about that one.
and
So
hopefully the second Aquaman, I know they're gonna do. Of course, they got to do what reshoots because of the
mirror.
the man beater,
Hmm.
Amber Heard.
Yep.
um, is in that movie, and a lot of people want her
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Todd. They said that allegedly they're trying to do some of that, but they said that they reduced her role so much that they may not have to do reshoots because of the fact that because of all the stuff that she was going through, like
Yeah,
they cut her down to like there's only like 10 minutes of her in there, which wouldn't be bad if they just recast her. My thing is, and I
I
put it
think they
on
should
here,
just recast her.
just give me King Shark. Just give me King Shark. Yeah, but Tots, you're absolutely right. Wonder Woman 84 was terrible.
Um, I agree with Alan. I would love that. What he said about his next comment, Nightwing. Um, the night give us a big budget, all out blockbuster Nightwing movie
Hmm.
that introduces the Red Hood. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
Ooh, I I am 100% down for that.
we would recast her with Amelia Clark. Is that what her?
Yes, from Khaleesi from Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. I am
So
100% down with that.
here's I was thinking about Superman because I was watching the rise or the reign of the Superman.
Hmm.
You know what we could have really rather than getting that BS like Justice League cut they should have done. They should have first of all they should have just had a separate Batman and Superman movie. Then the second thing that they should have done was then have it where oh where like not having Superman, the separate second Superman movie that they should have done should have been with Brainiac. And then after that, then you can have
That's
a third Superman movie where
good.
Superman dies, right? And then after that you have the rise of the Supermen. So then you can still have the Eradicator, you can still have the Cyborg Superman, and you could also have the Steel and Superboy. You
Yeah.
could have somebody like at this point you could have Michael B. Jordan play Steel, and that would have been a good role for him. Had some poor kid
Ooh, I like
play
that.
that, and then you could still have like the Eradicator be, what's his face,
Yeah.
um, Superman, so that he still gets paid, and then after that, just have it all work out that way. And then you can. That's the way that you introduce the, dark side coming to the world. And
Yeah.
then yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Blake Lively is another option for Mira. She would make a good Mira.
I can see that as
Alan
well.
said,
I can see that as well. Because to be honest with you, I know for a while they used to confuse her and Amber Heard anyway. So and
mm,
and so, but hopefully Aquaman 2 is going to be is good. And we got Shazam. Hopefully, because this should have been done in the first place, but hopefully we can get Shazam and Black Adam to meet up because I want to see Black Adam beat the crap out of Shazam.
I agree.
Yeah, I
That's going to be a grown man beating.
very much
Uh,
so.
so I'm gonna start wrapping this one up, but in the future, one of the episodes that I want us to really work on or have a conversation about is which community is more toxic. And we're going to bring up a couple of them. Like you have your comic book fans, you got your anime fans, I say some of your wrestling fans, and then you got your Star Wars and Star Trek fans. I want us to have that discussion on who is the most toxic when it comes to
I
these
just
things.
I got a question
What's up?
because I didn't know Star Trek had toxic fans. Like I thought everybody was just.
They not
I,
as much. You
I
know what I
haven't.
mean?
I was gonna say I've never run into a toxic Star Wars. I mean Star Trek fan. Now Star Wars. Star
Yeah,
Wars is something different. Wrestling, like you said, and I was thinking when I
wrestling
picked it was for me the two I was thinking was comics and Star Wars, but
and
the
anime.
wrestling
Anime they can get well
they can,
when they're within the shows. So
okay.
like
I
they'll
can see that.
because then they'll be like, okay, well this one
Yeah,
is is oh Tots brought up even the better point. CrossFitters and vegans too. Some vegans, they were like, "Oh, well, I'm vegan now, so you know that you're eating this is this." Listen, let me eat my bird in peace. All right.
Man, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So WWE fans and so that is a conversation that we are going to have because I think in light of what happened with the Star Wars community, and I think now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all are like that because of course I know that it's only a sect of fans, but sometimes the percentage of your fans that are toxic like that, and then the level that they go to. I think some wrestling fans can get that way. Some people in the anime community can get that way, especially about certain shows. Um, yeah, so it's gonna be a good conversation.
it
And
is.
and I got another big one that we're gonna do. We're gonna do a blurred Jeopardy. So we are gonna have it where um I sent everybody some wonderful jelly beans. And so what it's going to be is I'm going to have I have a whole Jeopardy board set up, and then someone they're going to be three contestants. They're going to be, and you're not going to be able to choose your own question. The person in that you're competing against is going to choose your question.
Okay.
And if you get the
Okay.
question wrong, you got to eat a dirty, nasty jelly bean.
Mm,
But then if you win the whole entire game, the other two people that you're going against, they have to eat the jelly bean.
okay. Okay.
So it's gonna be a fun game. Not
Yes.
not too so we got a lot of fun things going on. We got a guess the X-Men. I'm gonna have all my BS members send me a video of who they think their X-Men are. Um, yes, the Bean Boozled challenge. So it's going to be a twist on it. We're going to put in some Jeopardy stuff, and so then after that they have to answer questions. So I made some topics, and people are going to see what they can do, and somebody's going to be eating some jelly beans. Hopefully, and it may be something that you're not familiar with. So, like Marcus, are you familiar with Lord of the Rings? That's a
Uh,
no. That's
uh,
a no. That's a no. So
actually,
that
yes. I watched the original three. I had them all on DVD.
you took too long to answer. You took too long to answer. That is not a confident yes.
It is. Can I remember? I
So
can't remember everything, but yeah, I'm with it.
yeah. Um. Oh my gosh. We got to look at this. I got to look at research for Harry Potter beans. Are fantastic for that. So we'll look at it. I have some of them already sent out so that people can be able to play with us. And then yeah, it's just gonna be a fun time. We've got that going on. We've got a whole. We're gonna start having game nights, D&D with the BS tabletop. So tabletoping with the BS. We got a lot of fun things that we got coming your way, and we still got movie giveaways. So we plan on doing another one for Thor, Love and Thunder. So we'll
Hey,
be able to have a lot of good fun with that. So
and that comes out in a few weeks, doesn't it?
comes out in a month.
Hey,
So around July, start looking for those posts, and then I don't know what it's going to be, but what question that you have to do. Um, so oh god, no, not a spicy challenge. I'm not in that one. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah, y'all got that. You got the challenge yourself, man. But we are going to get ready to close it out for the night. I want to say thank you for everybody that showed up.
just
Thank you for
congratulations to all the winners.
yes, thank you. So and if there's anything else, you got anything else?
No, actually, I might. Nah, nothing else right now. Nothing else.
You're like, no.
I thought I'm gonna. I've been a little busy lately, so I haven't been able to do my like reactions to different things.
All
So I
right,
thought I was gonna
Tots.
do one. Have a good one, Tots.
So yeah, so we can definitely gonna have some fun times coming up here in the future. Thank you so much for being here. And I want you guys to be like the Hulk. I want you to smash that follow button, and we're gonna love you like Morgan Stark times 3,000. All right.
Hey,
So for everyone else, I want you guys to be like the NWO and be just too sweet.